Namaskaram everyone. After two important stories of Parikshit and Kali, which gives us a clear indication of what this yuga is going to be like, we proceed to the story of Shringi's curse. Who is Shringi and what was his curse all about? We will listen as we will unfold as we listen. Once King Parikshit went out hunting. While chasing a deer, he lost his way. Overcome with thirst, hunger and fatigue, he wandered about. Finally, he saw an ashrama at a distance. He hurried towards it. He went inside and shouted for someone. The king found the place empty, or so he thought. Walking around the place, he found a rishi who was absorbed in meditation. His eyes were closed. He had brought his senses and his breath under control, and he was oblivious to the world around him. His hair was matted, and he was wearing the skin of a deer. The king spoke to him and asked him for water. He received no response. Again and again he asked for water, and he found that the rishi persisted in his silence. Now, when his mind clouded by his physical anguish and his ego seemed hurt by the seeming indifference of the rishi, the king lost his temper. Quite so often, it happens with all of us that when the situations come, we seem to lose our ability to think in the right direction. He looked around and found a dead snake lying on the ground. In a perverse frame of mind, Parikshit lifted the dead snake with the tip of his bow, and placing it on the neck of the rishi, he walked away from there. Still, Shamika, the great rishi, did not wake up from his trance. Shamika had a young son by the name Shringi. Some of his playmates went to Shringi and said, "You think so highly of yourself, but you must swallow your pride hereafter, since you are, after all, the son of a man who carries corpses." Shringi glared at them, and laughingly they told him about the condition of his father, about the dead snake which was placed around the neck of the rishi by the king of the country. It's almost like this incident brings in a gentle reminder of how probably Kali was already stepping in. Young Shringi's father was uncontrollable. He said, "This arrogant king has insulted my father. I will punish him. A week from today, the dread serpent Takshaka will sting him and he will die." He then rushed to his father's presence and wailed aloud. His voice roused the rishi from the samadhi. He opened his eyes and saw the dead snake on his shoulders. Pushing it aside casually, he said, "My son, why are you crying? Did anyone hurt you?" Shringi told him what had happened, and he also told him about his cursing the king Parikshit. Shamika was very angry with his son for this hasty action. In his anger, he had cursed a good man. He said, "You are young and you do not know how to restrain yourself. You were too rash. Why did you curse that king which is the best among men? Do you not know that he is a righteous king? Because he was hungry and thirsty, and again because I did not answer his questions, he threw a snake on my neck in sheer disgust. It was a childish gesture and should have been treated as such. this is not reason enough for you to pronounce such a dreadful curse on him. Remember that a Brahmana never violates his dharma of pardoning people, even if the opposite person has done something wrong. This Paurava king has been called Vishnurata since the Lord himself protected him when he was in his mother's womb, said Shamika to Shringi. Because of him, the world is protected from the threat of Kali. You have made the earth lose her very precious son because of your impulsiveness. I ask you to leave this place and perform tapas till you learn self-control. Now that you have cursed him, the good king will have to die. Let me at least warn him of his impending doom and give him a chance to prepare himself for the other world. The king, in the meanwhile, returned to his kingdom. Parikshit was feeling very unhappy about his stupid action. There was repentance in his heart. He knew that he had committed an unpardonable sin. When he was in this frame of mind, there came to him a disciple of Shamika by the name Gauravmukh, who told him about the curse. In the next narration, we will see what transpires between King Parikshit and Gauramukha, the disciple of Shamika. Dear listeners, it is worth taking a pause here and seeing within ourselves how many times in anger we have been impulsive and have done acts that have caused harm or hurt to others. Take a moment to think of them. If you can remember them, mentally seek forgiveness. And when one seeks forgiveness truly from the heart, the Lord definitely hears and forgives. Hari Om.